Okay guys, for the .NET framework, if you look at the solution, there's 4 projects within the solution. The bottom one is the actual framework code, and I've provided 4 demo projects. The first 3 demo projects provide a publishing agent. So the first publishing agent reads from a database, and there's an included SQL Server Compact Edition database there. The second demo reads from an XML file, which contains the XML. In this case, the XML file is actually the configuration file used by SCF. So at the top here is the SCF general properties that you get from their 80K, and it should be in their documentation. But I've embedded the XML for the student personal in here. It's not really the right way of doing it, it's a bit of a hack, but the code is there to show you how you can grab and access this configuration file. I didn't bother writing just another API to another sort of file, just put it there, so it allows you to see how you access this configuration file by instructors, by Pearsons. The third one is just for those who want to start off really basic, look at the XML string, because all it is a hard-coded string. And it's got the minimum amount of implementation that you need for using this framework. And the print is simply a subscriber which prints to the console. I didn't want to write into a file because I didn't want to have to put pass all the way through your code, so I just put it straight to the console. Everything uses log for net for logging. So if you look at the framework code, there's code for extending to create an agent, a publisher, and a subscriber. So for an agent, what you basically need to do is extend either subscribing agent or publishing agent. Don't worry about double agent, and they just basically extend base agent, implementing some interfaces. Like for instance, for a publishing agent, all you really need to do is implement get publishers, and everything else that you're seeing with UX code, with starting an agent, setting up, connecting to zones and so forth, is all through this piece of code. So if you'd like UX, if you don't want to use the 80K, just go straight to Pearsons. If you want an example, just come through this code and you'll see an example how to do it. So basically, you either implement one or the other of the agent classes. And for a publisher, you also have to extend this generic publisher. Now, unlike the Java side, I use generics throughout. So when you implement, say, a publisher, you specify the object type. So the object type, if you look in the SCF 80K documentation, things like student personal, school info, timetabling, they all extend this superclass called SCF data object. So the generic publisher needs to be defined for a particular SCF object type. And there's several interfaces similar to what you've got with iterators. Okay. The publishers, you have to use an iterator for publishers, because we found that with large projects, especially with the .NET, when it loads up lots of records, the .NET code will just basically load up the objects, keep the memory, and just keep running it for ages. Like for the Tri-Border project for the Northern Territory, they were trying to sync 12 million records. So it's using on their production servers, it was reading all the data from the database, caching it, using 6 gig of memory, and it will be running for days and days, like 4 or 5 days. So they weren't happy with it. But the project was purely a pilot, supposed to actually 10 schools with 300 students, and something blew out to 300 schools. So it wasn't really made for it. So this framework now sort of caters for it by allowing you to manage how you read and cache your data. But it's really up to you how you implement it. I've given very, very basic implementations, but it's up to you to manage how you manage your memory yourself. But these interfaces allow you to do that. With a subscriber, you just implement generic subscribers.